Think we're good? All right. Good morning. Good morning, my Encounter Yoga sisters. I thought that's what we might refer to ourselves as, Encounter Yoga sisters. We are here at our day one. Welcome to day one of our 5-day stretch and flow devotional encounter. The theme for our spiritual practice, it comes from our devotional. Do not dwell on the past. Look, I am doing a new thing. That is our theme for this morning. Do not dwell on the past. God says, look, I am doing a new thing. And our somatic, our somatic body practice, the theme is that we will dwell or focus on our connection, our present moment awareness, and through grounding and orienting. Linda, is everything okay? All right. So as you can see, I'm sitting here with my legs crossed. Again, you can be in a chair or also in some sort of form on the ground. And I'm going to have us begin with a holy pause and an intentional pause. Settle into a supported posture to receive this morning's devotional reading. You might like to go into a child's posture on the ground. You might like to lay down on your back. Take a moment to settle into your body in this moment. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. As you begin a fresh year, rejoice that I am continually working newness into your life. Don't let recent disappointments and failures define you or dampen your expectations. This is the time to make a fresh start. I am a God of unlimited creativity. Expect me to do surprising things in this year that stretches out before you. Today is a precious gift. The present moment is where I meet you, beloved. So seek my face throughout this day that I have made. I have carefully prepared it for you with tender attention to every detail. I want you to rejoice and be glad in it. Search for signs of my loving presence as you journey along the path of life. Look for the little pleasures I have strewn alongside your pathway, sometimes in surprising places, and thank me for them. Your thankfulness will keep you close to me and help you find joy in your journey. Your thankfulness will keep you close to me and help you find joy in your journey. So with that, my friends, if you would like to make your way now to a seated posture on the floor or on a chair, we are going to begin to shift our body around the foundation of the earth underneath us. Begin to shift the weight of your body around the surface underneath you, feeling that firm, secure ground. Maybe you feel the firm, secure chair or the firm, secure ground underneath your yoga mat. Hebrews 1:10 says that in the beginning, the Lord laid the foundations of the earth. He laid the foundation of the earth that we can feel as we move and shift our bodies. And then allowing your body then to come into stillness. We're going to settle into a tall spine. See if you can sense your tailbone rooting for the earth. Sense the length and strength of your spine. You might imagine there's a string at the top of your head, drawing the crown of your head up, bringing length to your spine. Now let's begin to roll the shoulders. Sensing the sensation as you move your shoulders. You might bring those shoulders up towards your earlobes and then send the shoulder blades back and down and low and loose. This is our full of hope yoga shoulders that come up towards the ears. They come back away, opening through the chest, and the shoulders come down low and loose. And when our shoulders are low and loose and we're in a tall spine with space in our vertebrae, we can stretch our neck. If you want to bring your chin towards your right shoulder, I want you to just pick one thing you can see in your view over your right shoulder. Focus on its shape and size. Dwell on its color, texture, if you were to feel it. We're going to do some orienting as we stretch our neck. Orienting by noticing what is in our present moment vision. And then we'll bring the chin towards the left shoulder. And notice now. Choose something you see over your left shoulder. Notice its shape and size, color, and texture. And now we'll bring the chin back and forth. Stretching the neck, warming up the neck, back and forth the chin goes. You'll move your chin based on how you feel. How far will your chin reach towards that shoulder each time? And then let's gaze forward. Connect the right hand next to the right hip. We're going to exhale the left arm up and lengthen over to a side stretch. You might like to pulse your body in the side stretch. See if you can create more length from your left hip to the left tips of your fingers. Feeling your body, feeling the day, even the year stretching out before you. He says, look, I'm doing a new thing. Can you not perceive it? Our year is going to stretch out before us, and let's bring the body back. Roll the shoulders out. Connect the left hand next to the left hip. Inhale the right arm up and exhale over. You might like to pulse your body in this stretch. Feel the full length of your body from your right hip to the right tips of your fingers. I am a God of unlimited creativity. Our devotional reads, expect me to do surprising things in this year that stretches out before you. 3, 2, 1, we'll come back, roll out those shoulders. I'm going to move us into a seated staff. All that means is that we're on the ground or in a chair and we press our legs out in front of us. Press your legs out in front. You might need to give them a shake. Maybe your toes a point and a flex. And every time we move into a new position, a new posture on the ground, it's an opportunity to ground. We ground by bringing our physical awareness to the sensation of the earth, the sensation of the ground under our body. Sensing that under the length of your legs as we sit here in seated staff. And now we're going to flow through a spine twist. It goes like this. Lengthening the arms up overhead. We twist to the right and the arms come down. We lengthen the arms up. We twist to the left and the arms come down. Lengthen up. Twist right. Lengthen up. Twist left. You might connect your breath with the movement here. Let's try this. We inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist, the arms come down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist, the arms come down. One more each side. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. One more inhale, lengthening those arms overhead. We're going to a forward fold. Just lengthening towards your feet. Let your lower back release. Your forward fold's going to look like yours and feel like yours. You could take a pillow or two to support your forward fold, bringing those pillows over your legs, reaching towards your toes. Let's practice as we're able. It's being still in our body, being still in the mind, or at least practicing being still and perhaps getting a little more comfortable with being still in the body, being still in the mind and in the spirit. It's all a practice, my friends. 3, 2, 1. Let's release out of our forward fold. Drawing the body up. Let's draw those shoulders up towards the earlobes, send the shoulder blades back and down and away from your shoulders. And now we're going to bring our hands behind our hips. You might feel a little relief there, supporting now your back and upper body with your arms and hands. And see how this feels to you to press into one palm and then the other. Lifting your heart, lifting your chin, maybe even lifting your gaze here. We praise you this morning, Father, with an upright heart. Psalm 119, somewhere in there. We praise you, Father, with an upright heart. Bringing your body some spaciousness, openness across your heart and chest. Lifting your eyes, lifting your gaze this morning. How does that feel? And now widen your heels to the edge of your mat, and we're going to open up through the hips by swinging our knees and hips to the right and the left. Knees and hips swing to the right and the left. Another opportunity to practice grounding. Notice how you sense the ground under your hips and how does it change? The back of your hips, your tailbone, as you swing your knees and hips from side to side. How does the connection of the ground shift and change under your body? We're bringing awareness to our physical state. All right. And now we're bringing the hips back, straighten those legs back out. I'm going to bring us into a spine twist. Taking this left leg, drawing it over the right. We're going to find our tall spine, sensing length and strength to our spine. Left hand comes behind the left hip. This right arm can hug the knee or come across that leg. Inhale into your tall spine. Exhale, twisting towards your left shoulder. Continue to do that at your pace, and inhale to lengthen into the spine. And exhale to twist towards your left shoulder. And maybe you peek behind you. Maybe you just give a little peek behind you. Isaiah 43:18. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. Maybe just peek there. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. 3, 2, 1. Let's release out of the spine twist on this side. Maybe shake out your legs. Bring the right leg over the left. Setting up for spine twist on this side. You feel stability in your hips, grounding again. So feel that ground under the length of your left leg. Every new posture is an opportunity for us to ground and feel the new connection our body has to the earth. And we get to go slow and intentional. Length and strength to the spine, stability to the hips. The right arm goes behind the right hip, left arm hugs the knee or comes over. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, twisting towards your right shoulder. Find your pace of spine twist here. Inhaling, tall spine. Exhaling towards right shoulder. One more time, Isaiah 43:18. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. And with that, we're going to release out of the spine twist. Looking forward, I'm moving us into a new form or posture, and it's called tabletop. For tabletop, we bring our body into this orientation of knees under hips and hands under shoulders. And guess what we get to do here, friends? As we move slowly and intentionally, we get to notice our new orientation to the yoga mat. Feel that grounding. That is our theme today, grounding and orienting with our body and senses. This is how we connect to the present moment. Feeling that ground under your hands, tops of your knees, tops of your feet. Feeling the stillness of tabletop here, the strength and the stillness of tabletop. God says, be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. And now you want to release your abdomen and back. So you get a little curve to your back. Feel what it's like to not be sucking in your stomach. Could we do that? Could we release our abdomen and back towards the mat? Feel what that's like to release somewhere in your body. And then we're going to round the back up, bringing the back, this is called scary cat back, rounding your back towards the ceiling. Maybe your chin drops towards your chest and your tailbone might tuck in here. See what it's like to breathe here in this scary cat position. And now we're going to press the body down into this. It's called cow back, where we have that sway to the back. It might feel okay for your back and neck to bring your chin up. And now feel what it's like to breathe in this open space across your chest and heart. And now we're going to move through this. Scary cat back rounds to the ceiling. Cow back presses down for an arch to your back. Move and breathe to your pace, your body, your breath. Move and breathe to your pace. And we give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever. Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever. Psalm 107:1. It can flow with our body, flow with our spirit, worship and praise with our body. There we go. Last one. Next, I'd like you, encourage you to bring your hands beyond your head. We're going to move the body forward and back. You might notice snap, crackle, and pop noises, and that's okay. Rice Krispie cereal in the morning in the body. Snap, crackle, pop. Notice what you notice as you do move your body this morning. Forward and back, if this feels okay for you. You decide how much you move forward, how much you move back. And as you flow, you might like to keep that scripture, that praise in your heart and spirit. Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever. One more time, give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever. And here, friends, if you want to keep your hips going all the way back to your heels, this is child's posture, a great place to use a pillow between your feet and your seat. You might even want a pillow or blanket for your chest as you reach your arm. Reach your hands forward and let your head and your shoulders release to the ground. Let your hands and your shoulders release into the ground. Another opportunity to connect to our present moment environment using our body. And sense your new connection to the earth. Your new connection to the foundation that God set before us. Do not dwell on the past. Our devotional reads, "See, I am doing a new thing. As you begin a fresh year, rejoice that I am continually working newness into your life." And if you want to walk your fingertips forward, 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 as far as they can go, if that doesn't bring your body pain or strain, See how far you can stretch your hands out in front of you. This is the time to make a fresh start. I am a God of unlimited creativity. Expect me to do surprising things in this year that stretches out before you. Feel that in your body. The year, the opportunities, the experiences, the newness that can stretch out before you. Oh, and now we're going to bring the body up, releasing pillows from around you. I'm going to make our way to a supported forward fold. If this works for you, wonderful. If you want to just stand up, or if you're already standing, also great. Feet under hips. Lots of bend to the knees, so your hands are on the ground. And as you bring your hips up, you keep lots of bend to the knees, and we're in supported forward fold if your hands are to the mat, feet to the floor. Another opportunity to feel your supported ground under your body. And feel the strength your body has, connecting up with the support of the ground underneath. And from here, if you're ready to go to complete forward fold, that would mean releasing your hands from the mat, finding your elbows with your hands, letting your upper body release over your low body. Letting gravity do some great work here. Bringing length to your vertebrae. Length to the back of your legs, but keeping bend to your legs will help support your back from not overstretching, help support your hamstrings from not overstretching. Oh, how might you experience this as a feeling of release, of letting go. Letting go this upper body into the strength and support of the low body. Can we let go into God's provision, God's power, God's promises? Letting go. Now we're going to make our way to standing. You can release your hands from your elbows. Maybe bring your hands up to your thighs and then bring the body up, up, up. Now, friends, if you ever feel dizzy upon standing, you could bring your hands to the top of your head. And as I bring my camera out so you can see me, I will encourage you to walk about in freedom on your mat. What would that feel like, just to feel one leg pressed into the mat and the other leg comes up as you walk about in slow, intentional movement on your mat. We walk about in freedom. We have sought out your precept. And I will meet you standing on our feet onto our yoga mats. Not be the headless yoga instructor. Here we go. There we go. I'm going to meet you here in what is called Strong Mountain. Feet a little wider than your hips. New orientation to the earth, right? Sense the ground under your feet. Let's roll out the shoulders. Bring those shoulders up towards the earlobe. Send the shoulder blades back and down and low and loose. Bringing the hands overhead on an inhale. I'll go right, you go left. Here we go, side stretch. And we inhale up and exhale the other side. Inhale up, exhale. We're moving And breathing your pace, your flow. As you move and breathe through this side stretch, see if you can orient to your environment just by paying attention to something you can hear other than my voice. What can you hear in your environment? One more each side. Hands meet at the top. Draw your hands together and draw them down. We call this heart center. Hands down, heart center. All right, friends, we're going into our Good Morning Jesus stretch. Good Morning Jesus stretch goes like this. Feet are wider than the hips. You might point your toes and your knees into an angle so there's space for your hips to drop down. And it goes like this. Squatting down. Up, the arms go up and around, extend around the body. Hands, heart center, we squat down. Arms come up and extend around the body. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. One of our scriptures from our devotional this morning. This is the day the Lord has made. And this is how we can rejoice with our body, right? Let us rejoice and be glad in it. How do you rejoice in your heart? How do you rejoice in your spirit, your mind? How can we rejoice in our bodies? One more, if you like. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. All right, friends, it is already time to go back down to the mat. We're going back to the mat, feet to the floor. I'll show you if you're not sure what I'm talking about. Here we go. Making your way to yoga mat on the floor. Back is to the mat, right? Feet are to the floor. And what do we get to do? Slowly and intentionally, we get to feel our new orientation to the earth, to the ground. Grounding, orienting our themes, so important for calming the body, for calming the nervous system. Calm body means calm mind. Feel your connection to the earth here. And we're going to bring our heels wide to the edge of the mat. Hands clasped and above your head, if this is okay for you. We just want to swing through our hips again. Swing through our knees and hips from side to side. Back and forth. Okay, and then hands down now by your hips, fingertips near your heels. We're going to draw the legs in towards the body, wrap your arms around your shins, and find a rock and roll motion here. Notice again the ground firm and secure under your body. We can shift and move. The ground stays stable. God is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. He does not change like shifting shadows. We can shift and move, but the ground stays stable underneath us. And now getting still here, releasing your hands to the sides of your hips. We're going to bring the legs straight up. This is called legs up the wall. You might want to point and flex your toes. So notice what it's like to bring your legs straight up the wall. And of course, you can have bend to your knees. Point and flex your toes. This is so good for circulation and the legs. Some core strengthening here. Feel your new orientation to the earth. Notice what it's like to be still in this, to practice stillness here. All right, and now bending the legs again towards the body. Now I'm going to have you straighten your legs down the mat. Reach your arms above your head. See if you can feel length happening in your spine as you press one foot away from your hip and reach an arm also away from your hips or spine. Imagine you're creating your own traction machine here. No chiropractor appointment necessary for this. Use the effort and strength and intention in your body to bring space between your vertebrae. Bringing length and strength into the body. Feeling how your body stretches out just like our year. Just like our year is stretching out before us. Okay, and now draw the left leg in towards your body. Hands come down below the left knee. You're going to draw that leg in towards your body. And then here we circle the left ankle. I love this part. We feel like we're waving at each other with our feet as this ankle goes one direction and then the other. Hello. Okay, and then draw this bent leg over to the right side of the body for spine twist. Now your right leg might need to bend a bit for you to bring that left leg over the body into a spine twist stretch. And see if you can settle your body into the challenge of this spine twist stretch. Settle your body into the stretch. As I read our last scripture from our devotional, Psalm 16:11. You make known to me the path of life. You fill me with joy in your presence, with eternal pleasures at your right hand. And you feel your breath here, friends. You don't need to breathe any particular way. Just see if you can ground into this present moment now by just feeling your breath move. You don't need to try harder. Let's gently see if you can dwell on the movement of your breath right now. Three, two, one. We'll come out of this spine stretch on this side by bringing both the hips back to the mat. Straighten the left leg down the mat. Bring the right leg in. Circle that right ankle. We get to move with slow intention all the way through our yoga practice. So no need to rush. We're going to have just the right amount of time we need. Circle your ankle both directions. Good mind-body connection. And then when you're ready, bring the right leg over to the left for spine twist. Settling in to the effort, the challenge of spine twist in your body. Gently noticing your breathing. What is God's breath of life doing in you right this moment? How is God's breath of life moving in your body in this moment? All right, my friends, we're going to bring the hips back to the mat. One more time, drawing those knees in close to the body. Wrap your arms around your shins or hang onto your shins. See if it feels good to find a little movement, rhythm here. And now we're going to let the body fall to one side. And using your hands to support your upper body, make your way back up. And I will meet you here in simple seated. Making our way up. Simple seated or sitting on your chair. We're going to end where we began our practice. Shifting around the foundation of the earth underneath us. Grounding, orienting, maybe notice something you hear or something you smell, something you see. Settling into stillness as you're able. Settling into the strength of your spine. Give the shoulders a little full of Hope Yoga roll, where we draw them up towards the earlobes, send the shoulder blades back and down and low and loose. And draw the hands in, heart center. And thank you, Father, for meeting us here on our mats. I thank you for your mighty and loving presence, for your power, your promises, your provision. And mostly, I thank you for your peace. And I wonder, how might you be thankful or acknowledge God in this moment? All right, sisters, let's take in one more breath together, lengthening our spine up and lifting our hearts up to God. And on the exhale, let your breath and your shoulders drop low. There you go, my yoga sisters. Thank you for joining me here for our day 1 of our 5-day stretch and flow devotional encounter. I bid you God's peace. Shalom. Shalom. Let's stop our recording.